Around the world, countless stories remain untold. Here, we bring them back to life. Welcome to Worldwide Storybox, where hidden truths meet forgotten legends. In January 1959, deep in the Ural Mountains of Russia, 10 young hikers set out on what was supposed to be an unforgettable adventure. They were strong, experienced, and fearless, ready to conquer the frozen wilderness. But 9 of them would never make it back. What they left behind has puzzled the world for over 60 years, a mystery still shrouded in fear and unanswered questions. The story begins with Igor Dyatlov, a 23-year-old engineering student and passionate adventurer. Alongside 8 friends, all skilled hikers, he embarked on a winter trek to Mount Otote, a remote and unforgiving peak. Locals called it the Mountain of the Dead. But to these young explorers, it was just another challenge to overcome, a test of endurance, a chance to prove their strength and unity. They prepared thoroughly: skis, tents, rations, notebooks, and cameras to document every step of their journey. In the last surviving photographs, they are laughing, smiling, trudging through the snow, unaware that tragedy loomed just days ahead. From the start, the expedition battled fierce weather. Blizzards raged, temperatures dropped below 30 C, and progress was slow. One hiker fell ill and had to turn back, leaving 9 to push forward. Dyatlov urged his friends on, telling them, "Just a little more, and we'll make it." None of them knew these words would be his last encouragement. On February 1st, their final journal entry reads, "Snowstorm worsening. We camp here. Continue tomorrow." A simple note. A normal day on the trail. Yet that night, something happened. Something that forced 9 experienced hikers to abandon their only shelter in the dead of night, and they would never return. Days passed without word from the group. Families grew worried, and rescue teams were dispatched. When searchers finally reached the remote campsite, they were met with an eerie sight. A lone tent half buried in snow, eerily silent. But what chilled investigators to the bone was this: the tent had been cut open from the inside. Their boots, coats, and food were left behind as if they had fled in pure terror. Footprints led away from the camp, barefoot, socked feet, in sub-zero cold. No rational hiker would make such a choice. It was as if they were escaping something unseen, something so horrifying that frostbite and certain death were preferable to staying inside. Rescuers followed the tracks toward the woods. There, under a tall tree, they found the first 2 bodies. Nearly naked, barefoot, huddled near a makeshift fire. Their hands scratched raw as if they had tried to climb the tree in desperation. The scene only deepened the mystery. What had driven 9 seasoned hikers into the freezing night to their doom? Where were the others? There were no signs of an avalanche, no wild animal tracks, no evidence of a fight. Just chaos, fear, and silence. This was not an accident. It was something else, something no one could explain. In episode 2, we'll follow the rescuers as they uncover the remaining victims, and we'll explore the shocking injuries and clues that defy every logical explanation. The Dyatlov Pass incident remains one of the most chilling, unsolved mysteries of the 20th century, a story that refuses to stay buried beneath the snow.